This is going to be a short video on my Sears Suburban 12 with a Johnny Bucket Jr. on it. I do not know the year of this tractor, and I'm not really sure how to tell, but it does look like one of the newer years that they sold this tractor. And I think somebody repainted the hood because it has runs in it. And it looks really, doesn't look like a factory paint job. But this Johnny Bucket Jr. I have on here came off a Craftsman lawn tractor, and that's why I have the mounts made right there and right there. This is a 42-inch front bucket. Oh, that was wrong there. It is a Johnny Bucket, and it is a Junior. The Junior has electric. I think there is hydraulic fluid in here. I do think these are hydraulic, but I'm not sure. Can lift quite a bit with that one cylinder right there. Pretty easy to mount onto the tractor. Just had to make those two side mounts, and then had to take the weight off the front and put a bolt right there. Now you can't really, the way it is stock, you can't really do a lot with it. So I added wheel weights, agricultural tires, and I have a back blade on here for ballast, because this is a really heavy back blade. And you can see Sears right there. But if you're thinking about getting one of these Johnny Buckets right here, it's definitely capable of quite a bit. Can dig quite a bit. But it won't really dig a lot in the stock form, like I mentioned. It needs a lot of weight in the back. And I'd like to fill the tires up with antifreeze, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I think I might need to add a tube if I wanted to fill the tires up with antifreeze. But here's the back blade. 3 bolts holding it on, and then 1 pivot bolt right there. And it just goes right onto the 3-point hitch. The last owner was going to paint it, and he tested out some different colors on it. So there's the factory color and the color he painted. And here's the color that he painted it again. I'm going to start it up and show the engine running in a second here. So here it is with the engine running. Here's where the Johnny Bucket goes on right there. And then it's just 2 switches. But here's where the Johnny Bucket goes on. Goes right onto the battery. Both sides right there, and that just goes to these switches right here, which allows you to move everything. So far I have 400 into the tractor, 600 into the Johnny Bucket, and then for the back tires I got another tractor with it because it was cheaper to get a tractor that came with new tires and rims than it was to buy a pair of these tires, and paid $200 for the tractor. So I have a little bit invested in it, and I have $50 in the back blade. And the tractor came with wheel weights, a mower deck, it came with front weight, came with new belts for the mower deck, a couple other things, but That's basically it for the most part. I had to buy a battery for it too. And I'm gonna need to get a new gas tank for it. This gas tank has a hole in it. You can see where the last owner tried to patch it up right there with some gasket maker. It looks like it's not really holding. The last owner had the engine rebuilt at a John Deere dealer. He worked at the John Deere dealer and he bought all the parts for it. So it has a new piston in it and a new wrist pin and stuff. New valves. I think he said they cleaned out the head and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I just recently put these two bolts in, because to get those bolts in I had to take the alternator out and I had to loosen up a bracket underneath there, and I also loosened up the bottom bracket for the engine down there, and then got the bolts in and tightened everything back up. But the tractor's been doing really good with the Johnny bucket on it. Works incredibly well in gravel, even without the agricultural tires. The main problem I've been having is that it doesn't have enough weight on the back, and you'll hit a root and you'll go to break the root and it won't be able to do it because the back will start to lift up a little bit. And another problem is if you take and you fill up one side of the Johnny bucket, all the weight on one side like this tips the back of the tractor up a little because there's not enough weight in the tires, and then the tires will spin, just the side that's tipped up. But it's been working really well other than that. I do have the original Sears tires for it and the Sears rim. These front tires are the OEM Sears. They're starting to go bad though. You can see Sears right there. There's chunks of tire missing right there. But it's been a really good bucket for the price. If you're able to find one used and it works, I'd definitely go for it. Because new, they're quite a bit of money. I don't think it'd be worth buying a new one, but definitely worth buying a used one. If you could get it for like $700 or $800, then it's worth it. I need to make a new mount, because that mount right there, it's kind of hard to tell. The whole mount bends when you step on one side. So that's going to be all for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I can make other videos if you want me to. I can just put it in the comments and I can make more videos of this. I would like to add more weight under here too. Thinking about ordering a gas tank under there and filling it with cement, because the SX16 and the SS18, or the GT18, had a gas tank that went under the seat, and if I were to get one I could fill it up with cement to add weight right there. That's going to be all for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.